What's up, everybody? This is Ted, and this is another episode of Nerd Nonsense. Now, we are going to talk about a topic that I really love. Talk about Dragon Ball Super. So, what we're going to talk about Dragon Ball Super, let me just throw that out there before I start talking about it, is that the continuation for Dragon Ball Super is not confirmed yet. There's a lot of speculation, but everyone's waiting. People are announcing it. There was I don't know what it was, some kind of thing a month ago, I think, where there was gonna a panel that was gonna announce something, but it's not about the anime. It's not about a movie. So it's up in the air about if Dragon Ball Super is gonna come back. But since it's not back yet, we still have the manga that's going pretty strong right now, and so with that's not being, I'm not going to go into that right now either, but I will mention it throughout this video. But what I'm going to talk about is everything about Dragon Ball Super, because I've talked to a couple of friends and some of my friends said it's dumb. One of my friends says that it had no point to it at all. But so I'm just going to go over some things that personally I liked and I didn't like, and some things that might clear the air for you guys if you guys are questioning some things about it. I'm not the best at explaining things, as you can tell. I'm pretty sure you know. I'm just doing this out of the air. Like there's no paper in front of me, so I'm just going off of base knowledge and what I know. So what we're talking about really for quick is God Key, regular key, and all that stuff. So let's get that out the way. So topic brought up to my friend said that there's no point for Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue or anything like that. There's no point of it because they still get beat up. Well, if you know Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, obviously now, um, everyone's gonna get beat up, dude. It's not, no one's invincible. You've seen that there's always been this tier list since the beginning, since Dragon Ball. So you had humans, you had aliens, you had deities like Kami, you had the Supreme Kais, you had the Elder Kais, you had all these god tier people that are always there, and everyone like feared them or like respected them so much. So you always wonder like why do you respect these people? Obviously, that there were. I think they mentioned that. They mentioned that the Supreme Kai. No, not Supreme Kai. Which one was it? King Kai. The King Kai when the other Kais, South Kai and whatever Kais, they came together and they used to be warriors as well. So they used to fight as well too. So that's why they were able to teach like Goku the Kaioken, the Spirit Bomb and whatnot. Did he teach him Kaioken? Kaioken. But yeah, that's why I teach him all those techniques and whatnot. So that's why. So if anyone's wondering where gods came from, I mean they've always been there, unless you've been watching this show under the blanket, like you don't just like skip through the parts. Just like it went from like basic strategy like kung fu and like martial arts, and then when the Saiyans came, there's the extraterrestrials and aliens, and you find out Goku's an alien. Then you got androids, robotic people who are made to be better in every shape or form. So you got the androids in Cell, and then Majin Buu is just. I guess you could say Majin Buu is like. I'm not gonna say a god, but he's made by an evil witch, which is like probably like magic. It's magic and stuff, and built from that, and like and I guess I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't call him a god. Even Bibbidi and Bobbidi, I wouldn't call them gods either. They're very and like even right now in the Dragon Ball Super manga, like Moro, which is like an evil wizard. I know it sounds weird saying that with Goku and all them, but they're like it's like evil. And I guess if you put that witchcraft in that, I guess you could say like demonic. I guess you could say because they with the Majin symbol and everything, making them evil. I guess you could say that down the road. I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're gods themselves or demons themselves, but they're along the line. And then you got then you got Majin Buu and all that, and then you found more about the Kais, the Supreme Kais and all that, and they're gods too, and why Piccolo was freaking out about it because he's fused with Kami, so he sort of knows the gist of things. But what I'm going with this is that everyone, even though Goku and Vegeta learned about God Ki, it's just like learning the Super Saiyan technique over again. It's just everyone's meant to be everyone's meant to be defeated. Jiren showed you that. Jiren was talked about. Jiren didn't have God Ki or nothing, but he could still beat up his God of Destruction because of how pure power and strength and everything he went through in his training that he had. He was able to do all that based off regular training, no God Ki, no nothing. And that's why he gave Goku trouble, even though he was in God form and he had to go into his own little thing. But that's a little later. I'll talk about that. But yes, so even though he went into Super Saiyan God and then Super Saiyan Blue, he had to train himself to do that, just like he trained himself to go into Super Saiyan. And Super Saiyan Blue is only, I'm gonna try to word this right without me stuttering over it. Super Saiyan Blue is the product of going Super Saiyan with God Ki. Whew. Okay, I said it right. So it's nothing, he just got the power and stuff after the Battle of the Gods when he fought Beerus, and in the anime, he retained some of that his the energy retained in his cells and powered him up, and he still had a taste of it. And then when he trained with Whis and Vegeta, he got more of a taste of it, and he was able to use that to train because he done it before. Just like when he used Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue against Hit, he was only able to do that because the training of Super Saiyan Blue and with God Ki is key control, and you had a time, and that's the same thing you use with Kaioken and the stamina you build with it. You can only go Super Saiyan Blue with all that is with extreme stamina, and that's why everyone can't do it. That's why Gohan can't do it. That's why he shouldn't do it, because he's like Gohan's in this little, oh I'm good, oh I'm bad, oh I'm good, oh I'm bad, oh I'm not a fighter, oh I am a fighter, because he doesn't have it. He hasn't had it for a long time. What was based off of what it his power is based off of his anger when he used to, like, that's the only thing Goku, even it's even said in the anime for Dragon Ball Z, that when he gets mad he gets super powerful, but Gohan didn't want to be known as that, so of course he can't go Super Saiyan Blue. Same thing, I guess you could say the same thing for Trunks. Trunks' anger and with that and the Super Saiyan Rage or whatever they want to dub it or call it is the same thing. He even though he's been through so much and he's went through that, he doesn't have his dad, he doesn't have Goku, he doesn't have anyone else to help him train that other than himself. And yes, I thought at one point he would, because Vegeta fought him when they were training to fight Goku Black in Zamasu, and he went Super Saiyan Blue on him because he never knew his dad can do that, and then he just did it on it to stun on him. But um, yeah, I thought he was gonna get some of the power that was used against him. I thought he was gonna retain it and then do it, but no, it's gonna be more than that. Like Goku and Vegeta have been doing this for a long time. You have to be doing this for a long time. Just training in the hyperbolic time chamber isn't going to help you do what you. I mean, it could, but that's not there for him no more. But even though he did do it for the time being for the Cell games, that's not enough time for him to be able to teach him that. It just taught him how to get stronger for the time being to fight Cell. So it takes a lot of stamina to do it, and Goku and Vegeta have been doing this for so long, so they're able to do it and retain it, and that's why everyone else. And I guess I don't know what you want to call Goku Black, or when he goes Super Saiyan Rose. I guess. I mean, I guess you could say he had the stamina because he was Zamasu was already a martial artist, like a really good one in his universe. So I guess you could say he can do it too. And he had God Ki himself, so it's plausible that he can do that. So there's that. So what I'm trying to go with is that Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God, they're not forms that you can use that will make you win 24/7. That's not what Dragon Ball Z is about, or Dragon Ball Super. It's more of like, the fighting is fighting. Yes, that's what it's here for. Is fighting. But becoming a god in Super Saiyan, is there a difference? Yes. Are they irrelevant? No, because they do different things. Like you would go Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue to conserve your ki, compared to Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, which Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 are irrelevant at this point because you could just go to God and Super Saiyan Blue instead. So you would not need to go there because that's just wasted ki and wasted stamina you're using, where you could just focus it on something where you're more able to control, like Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. I'm getting really tired of saying that. But yeah, so of course it's not useless. It's been there. It's just, Goku and them finding ways to do stuff when they're told they're not to. They're always breaking limits, always breaking barriers, and that's what you'll see. Like that's what was in the Broly movie. That was in the Tournament of Power. Like they made it clear, like, yo, you doubted us Saiyans. You said we couldn't do it. They could say we couldn't go. They told me I couldn't go Super Saiyan God or whatever, bro. But within this 45 minutes, he's showing you that Saiyans can break limits and can go beyond what you guys expect, and that's what their race is. So it helps that their race is Super Saiyan, or the Saiyans, and their Zenkai boost and their genetics will help them do that better. You're not gonna see You're not going to see Krillin go Super Saiyan Blue, obviously, or you're not going to see him get God Ki. Can he get God Ki under extreme training? But does he have it? Because he's still just a human. You know what I'm saying? He's still aging, just like Gohan. Gohan is aging, but he's still in the balance of like what he wants to do with his life. He wants to protect his family, but at the same time, he needs to dedicate training. But at the same time, he has a job as a teacher. So there is that. So yes, Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. I mean, they will lose, they will win, they'll do it. I mean, just like Super Saiyan. So what? Did you want them not to go Super Saiyan Blue or any God Ki and then just go Super Saiyan and then die instantly? Like there would be no chance for them if they fought all these people in Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3. You know what I'm saying? So that just doesn't make sense to me when people say that they're not they're irrelevant, because yes, they are relevant because they will die twice as faster. So there's that. Now let's go on to some things that me and my boy Astro. Shout out my boy Astro really quick. Astro, that's my boy. We had a good conversation about this, and I agree with him. In the Tournament of Power, I feel like so in the Tournament of Power, they brought all these people. They brought, let me count them right: Majin Buu, Goku, Vegeta, 17, 18. Oh god, Piccolo, Gohan. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Gohan, Tien, Master Roshi, and please let that be it. I think there was only 9. I don't remember. I should have brought a picture up. Where are my pictures? Oh crap, Krillin and Krillin. All right, cool. We got them all. So they brought those people, and they try to. When they show the recruiting session, they try to build more on the characters, because obviously it's been the Goku and Vegeta show, and plus Trunks, and then Trunks can't come back no more because the time thing, whatever. And so there's just been the Trunks and Vegeta. I mean, it's been the Goku and Vegeta show, and everyone else has been background characters. So in this one, they try to show that Universe 7 is a bunch of good warriors. So they try to go back, and they're showing like Gohan train and fight his dad, and his dad just beat his ass. And then they show Tien, and they try to recruit Tien, but he doesn't want to because he has his own little dojo. Tien's like super martial arts, but he is a human, even though he has the eye thing. He is a human, right? I think he is. I think he is human. But and they got Master Roshi. Master Roshi is like superhuman. I'm just gonna say that. He's been along so long. He's been alive so long. And he's known so much, and he's trained so well since he was younger. And so they're just trying to reopen these doors for these characters that we haven't seen. Like they brought 17 back. That's my boy, and whatnot. So they brought him back and everything. So when the Tournament of Power came out, like Master Roshi was shown off to be a goat. He did so much, and basically, and I'll defend this with my life. He basically eliminated himself because he used so much ki fighting everybody. He took out a lot of good people, and then he got Vegeta trapped because he's still recovering. But Vegeta even told him to sleep, old man. Basically, relax. We got this. And then he fell off the ring for ki exhaustion. So I still say that. But man, Piccolo and Tien, bro, they're like, man, they didn't do nothing. Man, Piccolo got eliminated by that little tiny guy. Did he forget he could stretch his arms? Like, come on, dude. Like, stretch your Namekian. That was your gimmick, bro. No, not just regenerating. That was your gimmick. And then Majin Buu, and they're doing something with him now in the manga. But like, this is the second time they did this dirty with Majin Buu. And I mean, on the defense of that, Majin Buu is kind of broken. He takes no damage. He can regenerate himself. He can turn people to chocolate. He can absorb people. He has he has like the stretch extendo hands too. So he was kind of broken in a sense, but I don't think he would have beat like Jiren. Obviously, he would have beaten a lot of the main people that gave them problems in the first place. But and then they replaced him with Frieza, and Frieza's just going off. But yeah, and then so Tien didn't. Can't even remember what Tien did. I don't remember if Tien took anyone out. So I would have. Me and Ashraf were talking, me and my friend, and he wanted to see Gotenks there. And everyone's like, dude, my friend Vincent was like, dude, they're just kids. That's what everyone's defense was, that they're just kids. But did they forget they had the hyperbolic time chamber? Like, they literally could have had Goten and Trunks go to the hyperbolic time chamber, train with Goku and Vegeta like super trained, not like trained, but super trained. I'm not saying they could have become gods or whatever, but they could have just perfected Super Saiyan 2 at least. They haven't even gone Super Saiyan 2 unless they're in Gotenks, right? So, and some people could defend and be like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why would they do that? I mean, they're just kids. Why would you rob them of that?" Well, the universe is going to get destroyed, so why not? And it's not like they haven't done it before. Gohan was just a kid, and now what? He went from like, I swear he was like 8 or something. I don't know how old he was, but he was like a little kid, and they made him a teenager by training him for Cell. All right, and I don't really see Chi Chi tripping over that. As like, I mean, he trips over Goten. Gohan being a scholar and whatnot, but I haven't seen nothing about that, and I don't think Vegeta would have any objection about training Trunks. So they got to train them up to like 13, 14. You see how strong Gohan was, right? When he was that age in Super Saiyan 2. And then they could have had them fighting individually. There's no point of fusing instantly, right? They could have fought individually. They could have fought together, but individual foes. You know what I'm saying? They could teamwork, like Goku and Vegeta. They could have just fought someone together, and then what would have been perfect showcase of their power and growth is that they could have fought Kefla when they fused, when Khalifa and Kale and Khalifa fused, and that could have gave Goku more time to charge because they wanted to see Super Saiyan 3. They could have still had that little thing where Goku and them, Goku was fighting them and like playing around with them and saying, "Oh yeah, there's Super Saiyan 3," and then whatever. But then when they actually fused, Trunks and Goten could have came and be like, "Don't worry about this, Dad. Don't worry about this, Goku. We got this." And they could have fused together, right? They could have fused together and then fought Kefla. They would have been at Super Saiyan 2, right? Super Saiyan 2. Remember, there's a time limit on their fusion, so they can't go all out. So they could have went Super Saiyan 2, fought Kefla, sorry, as Super Saiyan 2 as well. And then they could have just fought it off, and then they could have finished them off with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And then, like, a perfected one, and then that would have been it. And, like, oh, they could have made some joke like, "Oh, you're far off from this form," and then just eliminated them. And then that would have been such a cool payoff as well. And in the Gohan, how did Gohan got eliminated, bro? Okay, Gohan got eliminated by sacrificing himself. I mean, he was very strategic. He showed off some things, even though it's whatever. But that would have been a better lineup in my eyes than just having Piccolo and Tien there, who basically didn't do anything, honestly. And I mean, you guys could argue with me, but they really didn't do anything. Like, Master Roshi went off. Like, there's no excuse. You're fighting for a universe. Krillin's debatable as well. Krillin did get a cool little thing, and then he got instantly knocked off. But I don't know who else you would have put in there other than Krillin. So I guess it made 18 fight a little bit better later when they were making fun of him for being ugly or whatever, or for the power of love when she fought Ribrianne. But yeah, so that would have been better than having that. If you would have asked me, I would have just wished that Trunks was there, older Trunks, and got rid of Gohan, TBH. Got rid of Gohan and just put Trunks in there, the older Trunks, future Trunks. There you go, future Trunks. Would have put that man in there, but obviously they couldn't do that because then Zeno probably would have just erased all of them to begin with. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough for that. But that's what I would have said. Tournament power. That was something that. Yeah, tournament power was kind of wonky. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of stuff that should have been the Ribrianne stuff should have been cut down a lot. I don't think she was that big of a foe or that big of a character. I mean, I love Ribrianne. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think she was that with it to get all that coverage of her. So they could have cut a little bit down of her. Now I guess we could get down to the nitty gritty. So going off with Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct was a cool thing because it was a payoff for Goku because Goku's not smart, obviously, but when it comes to fighting, he's like a genius. And all throughout Super, you see him do many things that was very smart from him learning that you usually don't see him do in Z other than train and then get stronger. He learned from his mistakes and he got a little bit stronger with his new forms. But with Ultra Instinct, I think Ultra Instinct. I don't think. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think Ultra Instinct. It's a good concept. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty cool. It's a god tier thing, obviously, because even the destroyer gods, not all of them can do it. So, but it has its flaws too, because you have to clear your mind. But obviously he can't do it no more, and a lot of people are saying that that was just. I mean, I guess some people are saying that Ultra Instinct is just like a something there just to help Goku win because he would have lost no matter what. And I guess you could argue that, but Ultra Instinct was teased a long time ago. I I kind well I didn't know about Ultra Instinct, but I knew that there was something that Goku was gonna learn through learn be becoming a god, a god key user, and this was it. Um, as you've seen in the anime, when he fought Jiren, he used too much of it because his body's not used to it; it's rejecting it. There's a theory going around because when Goku had Jiren on his knees, begging him to eliminate him because he lost, a lot of people thought that when Goku, the last final blow Goku was going to do to him, was going to be him giving him energy to get up and fight more. So there's a theory going around that Ultra Instinct, since Ultra Instinct is always warning you about situations and your body is just reacting on its own to danger. So people are theorizing that when Goku was gonna, if Goku was gonna give him energy or ki or whatever to get back up and fight more, Ultra Instinct reacted and just took damage on his body and made him not be able to use it because his body was reacting. I don't know if that's true. That's a cool little theory, but you see that his body isn't used to all the God Ki and whatnot, so his body reacts and he is like down and out. You see him see a glimpse of it in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie when he's powering up, and you see him powering up to Super Saiyan God or whatever, and he flashes white. I feel like with explaining Ultra Instinct, I don't see anyone else seeing it this way either. I feel like Ultra Instinct is a fork in the road. To the left is Goku powering up, or any Saiyan. Well, yeah, we'll use Goku because Goku's the only one who can use it. With the left side being that Goku's regular transformation, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and whatnot, powering up in that way. And the right side is him powering up, but to the point where he can't no more, where Ultra Instinct kicks in. So when he's powering up, it's like depending on which way he goes. I'm not saying he chooses it, but just his body and power at the time just picks a road to go, because at the time when in the Broly movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, he just got the shit beat out of him by Broly, like really bad, and he was trying to power up to Super Saiyan Blue to fight him, and his body's like on this fork in the road, like, do I need to go here? But he's regaining it, and he's like, no, we got to go this way, and he takes him to Super Saiyan Blue. So that's how I feel it is. It's always gonna be in Goku's back pocket. Like, I don't see them ever taking it away from him. It would be cool that if he if he masters Ultra Instinct, like completely to where his body can hold it. It'll be so cool if Goku didn't have to transform at all anymore, and he'll just be base form Goku with the Ultra Instinct on all the time, just like how Whis is, like without the white hair. I guess it'll just be him in there, and that's how it is because that I feel like that'll be end game for Goku eventually, but we'll fingers crossed that'll happen. But that is cool. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I guess for what I hope for in Super down the line is that they give more. If they want to stop it from being the Goku and Vegeta show, I feel like you gotta give time and effort to. And I'm not talking about just an episode or two. You gotta give time and effort to the background characters, because eventually the only reason why Goku's here is because Goku's the only one who could stop all this, and Vegeta's the only one strong enough to defend it till the time being. It's always going to be that. But if you ever want this to end, like if you're tired, like if you're the ones that are saying Dragon Ball Super is dumb, it's just prolonging the inevitable of it being good. If that's the truth, then they have to believe that they can trust in the other Z Warriors. So like Piccolo needs to do something. Um, Yamcha. Gohan's got to choose what if they're gonna give Gohan something, they gotta give him something to where he's not this angry kid anymore. He's this peaceful guy who loves his family, so they have to give him some form based on peace and like while Mystic Gohan is or Ultimate Gohan is based off like training and peace and whatever. It has to be something like that. Like Piccolo, same thing. He has to Piccolo is a god. He's fused with Kami, so he is part god, or he is a god. So they have to figure something out with him as well. He has to tap into some ultimate Namekian thing, like he used to be. Like I forgot the guy's name. He's from the movie Lord Slug, something like that, but not become like super giant like that. That was kind of dumb. 17's good, 18's good. They're androids, so they're unlimited energy, so they're always going to be OP. Who else? Krillin needs to figure out something as well. I feel like Master Roshi needs to pass away, so Krillin could just take the new role as being Master Roshi and just like train and be like him, but train and become like a superhuman and be this super strong character as a human and train like other people to be the next fighters. You know what I'm saying? Who else is there? Like Tien. Oh, dude, do something with Yamcha. Just give him something. Like I get it. Yamcha's a laughing stock. Yamcha's a joke or whatever. But like I understand he's never gonna be strong again, like he like our main character like he used to be. But at this point, just give him something just for development. That's what it needs. It needs development for every character. Spoilers going into the next part talking about Sword Art Online. I probably won't go into deep spoilers with it, but in Sword Art Online in the most recent season, they're giving Shine and not I want to say character development just yet because we haven't seen it, but they're giving shine to background characters and to other people other than Kirito himself, which is pretty good because now you got to see how the show will do without Kirito being in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? With other people shining in his spot, and that's what I feel like Dragon Ball Super needs to do as well, because it's just a Goku and Vegeta show, and if you're like me and a bunch of other people, it's just a Goku show. Like Vegeta is just there for someone to challenge Goku and nothing else. That's all he's there for. And they even gave Vegeta some character development about him loving his family. Cool, good for him. Like he needs it because he was a fucking dick. So they need to go with character development with other characters, and like they need to figure out what Gohan wants to do. Does he just want to be a scholar all the time, or does he want to be someone to be a backup to help fight when things get tough? We shouldn't have to wait, or shouldn't have the universe on the line for these characters to start training. They should always be training. Like that's why Goku is always training, because he knows someone's always gonna be there to to rise up and like fight them at any time. Everyone else is chilling like, oh, Goku got it. Oh, Vegeta got it. Oh, we'll call Whis and Beerus. Oh, no. Oh, we'll call Broly. We'll call Broly and have him come do this. Like, no. You guys should be able to defend itself. It's the Z Fighters, not Goku and Vegeta and the gang. It's not that. Like, there has to be some kind of development with these other characters to make them understand that they need to stop slacking. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that not everybody can be as strong as Goku and Vegeta. I'm not saying that. The tournament of power showed you that not you don't have to be super strong to fight. I understand that like they're pulling punches in tournament power because you can't kill no one, but that's the prime example of showing you that you can still be strong and get things done without being the strongest out of everyone on your team. You know what I'm saying? Strategy, critical thinking, support. It's like that's key things that you need in a team. You know what I'm saying? So like Tien's probably the one that you have to least think of because Tien already has this thing. He's teaching martial arts because he already knows that his time as like saving the world is probably done, but that's not stopping him from training. Like he is training, he is tough, but compared like fighting Saiyans and whatnot, he's kind of done because it showed you when he fought Gohan. Gohan literally took him out, and he was even saying like, "I thought we were just sparring," but they were actually fighting. So, and I understand, like I said, a lot of these characters. Oh dang, a lot of these characters aren't gonna go nowhere with it, but it's just for lore's sake. You know what I'm saying? Until they get to the point where Goku meets Oob and trains Oob and does whatever in Oob's and it ends. Like there needs to be something other than always calling Vegeta, always calling Goku, always calling Beerus. Has to be something else. There has to be something else. Um, like give shine to Goten and Trunks. They're gonna be the next ones in line after everyone's gone. Give shine to Pan. Pan's gonna be. I'm telling you, Pan's gonna be something that we haven't seen before. She's gonna be like Gohan 2.0, but actually keep with it. I feel like I know there was a theory about skipping a generation, so it was like Goku, and then there's like Gohan was strong for one point, and then it kind of dwindled, and then Pan's over here flying in space as a baby right now. Okay, she's already here flying around and in space and doing whatever. That's pretty good. I haven't seen we haven't seen a Saiyan baby do that at all. So it's pretty. I hope like show some shine, throw some shine on Pan, and then we have Bola. I think that's her name, right? Vegeta's new kid. It would be so cool if like after all this, the main characters are Gohan's kid, which is Pan and Bola. That would be so cool, and have a woman lead role. A lot of people are gonna hate that, but that would be so cool because with Kale and Caulifla here now, you see how the women Saiyans are, and that's fresh as hell. Like I love how they do, like how they made those characters, and it's so great. So like changing up the formula of Dragon Ball Z, it's not gonna hurt it. There'll still be fans, and I'm not saying get rid of Goku and Vegeta, but if it is gonna be over when Goku and Oob fly off and he trains, I mean, there'll be. Oh man, so that's so cool because they could do so much more. Like, there's so much untapped potential in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball in general. Like, they could have Oob be the new character, and then his supporting characters are Gohan's kid and Vegeta's kid and Goten and Trunks, or they could have like Goku training. I don't know, dude. Or it's just so it's like there's so many possibilities they can do other than going the linear way they're going, and it is entertaining and it is good. Like I'm not saying that Dragon Ball Super sucks. It doesn't suck. It's if it sucked, then it wouldn't be shutting down Crunchyroll. It wouldn't be shutting down streaming services off premieres. It wouldn't be so popular in other countries other than America. Like South America is like one of the top streaming places for Dragon Ball Super, which is crazy in itself. It wouldn't have all these things. It wouldn't have its own balloon in the Thanksgiving parade. It wouldn't have all these things if it wasn't a good anime or wasn't a top selling anime. And it can go even more. It can go even beyond. No pun intended. But yeah, so that's my Dragon Ball Super. I don't know what I've been talking about this whole time, but that's what I just wanted to get out there. But hopefully Dragon Ball Super continues soon, or they adapt the manga within it because the manga's pretty cool right now. It's interesting. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I've been seeing things and being talked about it. It's pretty interesting, and I just hope that when it does come back, it just it fixes some things and makes it even better. I mean, it'll probably be good if it didn't, but it's just a bunch of stuff that will always be on the back of people's minds, you know. So hopefully when it comes back, it'll be great. But I think that's enough time. I think this video is going on longer than I thought it would. But let me know, what do you like about Dragon Ball Super? What do you want, or what do you want changed in it? Do you feel like the characters other than Goku and Vegeta are being treated badly and not being worked out or developed properly? Do you think that Goten and Trunks should have been in the Tournament of Power and fought Kefla in a fusion battle between Potara and Fusion Dance? Tell me, do you think that Dragon Ball Super should end when Goku meets Oob, or do you think there should be no more after that? Do you think they should just produce movies? That would be a cool thing. Just let me know, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Ted, and I think this is a Nerd Nonsense. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.